Welcome back, Jimmy G. It's the coach. This is week 1.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners heading out behind their 6-year quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy, of course, sat behind Tom Brady for much of his tenure in New England. Won his first 5 starts as a Niner in 2017, then the injury last year. So still some question marks surrounding number 10 out there under center. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hits his man, Matthews. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. This series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bucs under their new head coach, Bruce Arians. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Hey, let's get there. Check, check. Fresno.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Barber. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
The 7th overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, defensive lineman DeForest Buckner has developed into one of the better defensive linemen in the league. 12 sacks in 2018, coming from a variety of locations, whether inside as a defensive tackle or maybe even as a defensive end. He's been hard for offenses to block.
On second down, Barber. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. The carry for Barber. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's go. Here we go.
Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. On second down, it's Coleman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers took a good hard look at their roster and knew they needed to upgrade on defense. How about the selection of M.J. Stewart, cornerback at the University of North Carolina, able to get him in the second round and plug him into a secondary that needed the help. Why? This guy can go ahead and cover whether it's press coverage or off and make plays on the ball.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Check 45. Blue there.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo.
Go ahead.
He's got it to Matthews, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Open man is born, and he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
We call that sack plus.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw. He completes it to Evans. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 98 yards, and the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Barber. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2000. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run here with Barber. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here comes Pettis on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go, here we go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. What do you mean? Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 26.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman on the draw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Line 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Here's Bradley Pinion now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. Garoppolo to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, Barber. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Barber. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Garoppolo and the Niners now down by 15. A minute 14 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 44.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now it's Barber. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Buccaneers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.